Hello and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. It's Friday. Yes, another week has gone past. They're going very quickly, aren't they? So on Friday, I'm normally talking about books. And as the title of this video says, I have spent the past week in Middle Earth. And what does that mean? That means I'm reading The Fellowship of the Ring. Yes, I have decided to go back and read the Lord of the Ring books. It's a long time since I've read them. And of course, by reading, I'm talking about audiobooks. I'm listening to them. Andy Simkinor, I think, is the narrator of the one I'm looking at. But I'd seen the films recently, and again, I had seen the films when they first came out, like so many other people had. I think even now they're still amongst the largest grossing films of all time, I think. And really, I don't think that the Lord of the Rings books have gone out of fashion either. So, as I said, I'm starting with the Fellowship of the Ring. I'm about a third of the way through, but we have, there's a lot of transport drama at the moment in Melbourne, and I've been sitting there on numerous buses, lost in Middle Earth with Frodo and Sam and all the rest, so it's been good. So let me know if any of you have read this book. I'm sure some of you have. They came out, I think the thing was 1954, but Tolkien actually started writing the series in 1937. And if I can remember rightly, when I last read them, because there's the dark force spreading over the land, and considering he started in 1937, I wondered if part of that he based it on Nazism, because it was just before the Second World War, and like the Nazis went all over Europe, and there was this dark force with them. That's just, of course, what I think. As I said, it's probably not that, but it was interesting because when he actually gave them to his publisher, he thought it would be a single volume divided into 6 sections. Now, if you think of the length of these books, it would be a huge single volume. So it was the publishers who split them into the 3. So I'm reading The Fellowship of the Ring, then I'll read The Two Towers, and then The Return of the King. They're really good books. Really good books, I think. And it is ongoing because he started with The Hobbit. That was the first, well, he wrote other things, but that was the first thing he wrote about hobbits. In the original books, the maps were drawn by Tolkien and his son Christopher. So if you get the books and you look and you see the maps, some of them will say C. Tolkien, that's Christopher. And there is a Tolkien estate, which is now the director of that now is J.R.R. Tolkien's grandson, Simon Mario Roald Tolkien. So they've kept it in the family. And as I said, I think I would be very surprised if anyone that's watching this hasn't read them, or at least seen the films. And I did see one of the films this week and I thought, gee, they were well-made films as well. But even with those, they're over 20 years, I think? Because they were filmed in New Zealand. And apparently you can go on tours over there and see, because they had to build like where the hobbits lived. They had to build all that, and they've kept it, and you can go on tours and see all that. So as I said, there's just an ongoing fascination with Lord of the Rings. And I think, because I think J.R.R. Tolkien, I think he was a professor, wasn't he? He was at uni as a professor. The imagination to write that, I think is, wow, really good. So, as I said, that's what I've been doing this week. And let me tell you, when you're standing there, wait for buses, and you're listening to something like this, your mind has just gone. As I said, it's in Middle Earth. It's walking along with Frodo and his friends, and makes the time go past a lot easier. Okay? So, as I said, let me know if any of you have read these books. I'm sure you would have. And did you like them? Okay, so enjoy your weekend, and I will be back on Monday. Bye.